Hi, my name's Travis Royal, and I'm coming to you from Legendary Marine here in Destin, Florida, and I'm representing Cobalt and their newest boat, the A25. Cobalt has been around since 1968. They're by far one of the top boating companies in the country. They're a family-owned business, and what they're probably most noted for is their traditionalistic look and their high attention to detail with their awesome ride. But what they're not noted for all the time is how innovative of a company they are and how much they spend on research and development and coming out with new stuff. So what I'd like to do is introduce you to this boat, show you a couple key features that's going to set it apart from everything else, and show you why this boat is completely unique and there's no other like it in the market. Starting at the back of the boat, one of the first things I want to point out is the uniqueness of the design of the hull. This is what really separates the A25 apart from any other boat in its class. Cobalt over the years has been one of the biggest innovators in this entire industry. Okay, what a lot of people don't know is they're the first ones to come out with an index ski locker. They're the first ones to come out with a side walk-through transom, and they're one of the main features of all their boats is the extended running surface, which makes them run so well and gives that ultimate Cobalt feel. But one of the newest things that they've done, which is nobody else in the world has even thought of this. If you notice this particular boat, it looks completely different than any other boat in its class. Traditionally, boats are poured into a one-piece mold that forms upward and out. Notice how this particular boat comes up, comes out, comes back in, comes back up. It's even got this concave design all the way down the entire hull side. This is achieved by Cobalt using a 5-piece mold, which they honed in over the years in the use of their larger yachts. This is the only bow rider on the market that would look and feel like this on the water, and it's reserved for a completely discriminating buyer. You knock that out with some of their stainless steel traditional finish molded into the hull, and you've got literally the most unique looking boat on the water. Now I'd like to talk about some of the other features of the hull and the hardware which separate this boat from all others. Alright, starting at the bow of the A25, I'm going to point out a couple things that Cobalt does really well. You'll notice this big anchor scuff plate. This is going to be standard on all Cobalts. Notice these stainless steel docking lights. Notice this big, thick, heavy-duty stainless steel rub rail. Cobalt uses 3/16 stainless for all their products all the way through. Here in Destin, on the coast where we're a saltwater environment, we actually have Cobalt upgraded to the enhanced saltwater package, where they electroplate all their stainless steel to give it even a lower maintenance, longer lasting finish over the time of the boat. Next, I'd like to talk about the lamination process, which really separates Cobalt from all others. Cobalt starts out with their molds in the factory, where they maintenance every single mold by hand polishing them after every single spray. What they do is they take the mold itself, polish it out every time, where other manufacturers will typically only do that every 5 to 6 boats. They do it every single time. They only use the highest quality gel coat, which is a 952 buff back. And you'll notice how nice the finish is here. You can see my reflection almost like a mirror. This is meant to stay like this over the lifetime of the boat. Notice too the accents and the ebony and the sunset orange with the all-white deck. There's absolutely no imperfections whatsoever here throughout the entire mold. The reason why is because on top of that gel coat they use a Z-Thane barrier coat, where a lot of other manufacturers will just spray chopped fiberglass there and then lay down the hand mats behind it. They use a barrier coat, which ensures a perfect finish with no imperfections throughout the entire hull. Another great thing that Cobalt does after the lamination process is every boat's got 7 to 8 layers of hand matted woven fiberglass to reinforce for strength, stability, and consistency in each boat. You match that with Kevlar reinforcement in the keel, along with a complete fiberglass stringer system, and you've got one of the strongest, highest quality hulls on the market. Also notice how I talked about the concave design of this particular boat. Just to mention again, that's from a 5-piece mold that you usually only see in your larger yachts. Cobalt honed that system in over years of use, and they decided that they would be the first to use it in this particular class, where most boating manufacturers were scaling back on cost and development. Cobalt was moving forward, and that's why they just came out with this particular boat, which won the Zenith Award from Trailer Boats magazine at the Miami International Boat Show in 2011. That's the most innovative boat. So you see how this extended swim platform actually extends down into the water. This is the most unique feature that you'll find on a bow rider of this class in any size. There is no other boat like it. The neat thing about this particular swim platform is you can imagine the water line being right here. Most people, when they get on the back of a swim platform, will hang their feet in the water or whatnot, or you might have some people that have a hard time getting in and out of the water. This makes it very easy to sit here, relax with your entire lower half in the water while still enjoying the outside, or at the same time, you can imagine being on a sandbar like this, getting right off, very easy. Then you can see the stainless steel ladder Cobalt incorporates onto their swim platform. You can imagine that going straight down to the bottom if you need it to get up. So you can see this is very strong. I'm a big guy, can hold a lot of weight. And then getting back into the boat, very easy. Right back up. And this is something you're only going to find on the Cobalt A25. Come on into the boat and I'm going to show you some other features. Alright, coming into the boat, one of the most unique features about the A25, minus the design of the hull, minus the hydraulic swim platform, is this aft sun pad lounge seat area. See, right in this position, you've got a real comfortable seat. You can fit 3 people here, no problem. This is a real wide cockpit. It's 89 inches wide. So you've got plenty of room back here to seat 3. At the same time, if you want to lounge facing forward, you can push that all the way forward. You can lay out as you're running the boat, no big deal. Or it creates a nice back bench seat here if you're putting on a wakeboard or something like that, or just want a backrest sitting facing the back of the boat. Or on the other side, you can pull it all the way forward. You've got this big aft facing sun lounge. You won't find one nicer or bigger on any boat this size. You got cup holders on both sides of the boat. Awesome feature. Also located at the side walk-through transom. You've got a transom stereo remote, so you don't have to come up here to change channels on your favorite stations. And you've got a freshwater washdown that extends all the way to the swim platform. Easy to get all the sand and salt water off of you when boarding the boat. One other thing I'd like to point out that we talked about earlier. Here's your control for your hydraulic swim platform. This is the option to get it up and down. Right underneath it, you're going to have a switch to turn on your water pressure for your transom shower. And at the same time, there's another switch right here that's going to activate your engine compartment. You can see that it's lifting up right now, very easy. It's also got a handle here in case you had to do it manually. I'll show you a couple things about this that makes it really unique for this kind of boat.